Hello everyone, I am Abhijit Sinha and you are watching me on Delhi Knowledge Track. I've secured 19th rank in the Civil Services examination this year. This was my second attempt. My optional was economics, even though my graduation subject was different. I graduated in electrical engineering from IIT Kanpur, but due to my sheer interest, due to my desire to or inclination towards the economic section of the current affairs, the economic section of the newspaper, plus a little exposure to economics that I had in a couple of courses in IIT Kanpur, I decided to opt economics as my optional. And over the two attempts, I have seen both the sides of it. In 2016 attempt last year, that was my first attempt just after college. The single reason why I went to the interview stage yet could not clear it was because of my poor score or extremely poor score in economics. I scored only 218 marks, 89 plus 129 it was. And this year, my score in economics, it rose tremendously. Not exceptional, but it was decent enough. And I got 288 marks, 140 plus 148. So this transformation, I think, makes me eligible to talk more about it, the good, the bad, and the ways to improve in the subject. So let me start with the optional paper first, how economics as a paper is. I'm sure anyone who would like to take economics as an optional subject or anyone who is pondering about it would like to know about it. So economics is a very logical paper. That's the most important benefit of it. And the philosophical angle is much lesser here, unlike the other arts paper. That is why if you've written something right, then you have written it right. It's in that way objective like maths. If you have done a question properly, then you can expect a basic minimum marks that you are likely to get. Similarly, economics is a very interesting paper. Believe me, almost any happening that occurs on this earth can be explained by economics and related subjects such as psychology and intermixing of the two, for example, behavioral economics. And एक और benefit जो economics में है ये कि it also provides you a backup opportunity in case, God forbid, but in case UPSC does not work out, then your knowledge in economics can help in a lot of places. However, there are some caveats with economics as well. One, the syllabus of it is vast. Two, if your preparation level in economics is say below average, then your marks will be very low, as it happened with me last year. However, the counter side of this is that if your preparation is good, then your marks are likely to boost very high. Although it did not happen with me, I only got a 288, but generally it has been seen कि marks shoot कर जाते हैं very high in case you've done everything very well. And another con side of economics is that resources and test series etc. can be limited. Last year tak they were very limited and I did not join any classroom coaching of any kind of optional GS or anything. But this year I hear that famous coaching institutes are coming up with economics as an optional, so maybe things might have changed. Nonetheless, it is true that यहाँ पे थोड़ा आपको खुद से मेहनत करना पड़ेगा because the peer group is also very limited. You are unlikely to get a large number of people who are opting economics as an optional, who have opted for economics as an optional. Therefore, you are going to be your own teacher. You will have to learn yourself, and if you do that well, you will do that very well. But nonetheless, these are the pros and the cons of it, and you will have to balance your interest versus the size and probably a little bit of difficulty. Although, in my personal opinion, बहुत ज़्यादा difficulty economics में नहीं है. It's very logical and simple as well. Nonetheless, let me start about my journey. And yeah, before that, my journey, let me start simply about the book list. Because this, I'm sure this will be the first thing जो आपके दिमाग में आ रहा हो कि कौन सी किताब से पढ़ा जाए, क्या नहीं पढ़ा जाए. So the book lists are very standard. For economics paper 1, that is about the theoretical part of economics. There are 5 papers. For macroeconomics, the basics you need to read from books like Freund or Mankiw to get, since the paper often set by the professors from DU and colleges like that, Therefore, they have an inclination towards Indian books. Therefore, books like H.L. Ahuja को आप जरूर देख लीजिए and especially try to find out कि उनकी कोई नए keywords हैं क्या, कुछ नया है क्या. अगर कुछ नया है, then just note it down. These books are not very good in explaining, but these books are good at finding out कि क्या छूट रहा है, क्या नहीं छूट रहा है, and क्या क्या आपको देखना है. So for macro this, micro आप एच एल आहूजा का एक मोटी सी किताब है, आप उसको देख सकते हैं. नॉट ऑल चैप्टर्स आर रेलेवेंट. एक बेसिक थंब रूल ये है कि एनी चैप्टर जिससे प्रीवियस ईयर्स में क्वेश्चन आए हैं आर इम्पॉर्टेंट. द रेस्ट कैन बी स्किप्ड, ऑल्दो इट इज प्रेफरेबल कि यू ट्राई एंड रीड मैक्सिमम थिंग्स आउट ऑफ दिस बुक. द लास्ट फ्यू चैप्टर्स कैन बी अवॉइडेड. वो आपको पता चल जाएगा पढ़ने पर कि ये तो बिल्कुल भी काम नहीं है. फॉर समरी, लास्ट ईयर 2015 के टॉपर एक थे अभिमन्यु गहलोत सर. उनके समरी अवेलेबल होंगे उनके ब्लॉग पे. ट्राई एंड रीड दैट एज वेल. आफ्टर माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स कम इंटरनेशनल इकोनॉमिक्स. हियर देयर इज ओनली वन स्टैंडर्ड बुक, दैट इज दैट ऑफ Salvatore, and you need to read this book from cover to cover properly. For development economics, I read book by Thalwal, and for that additional term, the thing that I was talking about, Indian authors, I read a book called Jingan. That's also a very good book. For public finance, I read from a combination of sources. My main source for understanding was by a book by Musgrave, and the Indian author one was a book by Bhatia, and I use that to find out anything and everything that can be new and different. For example, इस बार भी एक क्वेश्चन आया था, difference between differential effective rate of taxation and differential rate of taxation. These terms were covered in H.L. Bhatia's book. तो ये हो गई इको पेपर 1 की बुक्स. इको पेपर 2 के लिए द मेन बुक is by Uma Kapila, and there is another one by Mishra and Puri. On top of that, we have very good blogs, especially that of Gaurav Agrawal sir, 2013 All India Rank 1 topper. The Superman Returns का आप गूगल में टाइप कीजिएगा, you will find it. His notes are very good. In fact, मैं इको पेपर 2 के लिए कहूँ तो what I did was कि मैंने जो अलग अलग टॉपर्स थे, गौरव अग्रवाल सर, अभिमन्यु गहलोत सर, उनके पहले ईयर्स के भी टॉपर्स थे, रिजू बाफना मैम एटसेट्रा, प्लस दीज बुक्स, इनके नोट्स को मैंने अपने नोट्स में एसिमिलेट कर लिया. अपने तरफ से कुछ ऐड किया, EPW वेबसाइट वगैरह वगैरह से, इकोनॉमिक सर्वे से. एंड आई थिंक माई नोट्स भी जो मैंने इकोनॉमिक पेपर 2 के लिए बनाए हैं, दैट वुड बी प्रिटी गुड. आप चाहें तो इंस्टेड ऑफ गोइंग थ्रू ऑल द नोट्स ऑफ द टॉपर्स फॉर इको पेपर 2, you can read my notes because I think they are good. I may be wrong in my opinion, but you may read my own notes for good coverage of this. Later I'll tell you more about Eco Paper 2, but this is the overall books, overall notes that I wanted to talk about. But the next part that I want to say is कि books and notes मुझे last time भी पता थे. But ऐसा नहीं है कि just because I read these books I would have got very good marks. I got very poor marks because I was lacking in a lot of things, and I realized that certain things are very important for economics paper. जैसे one and the most important is answer writing, solving past year's papers. What I realized this time, and I did not realize it last time, was that 80% question of economics, and I think it would be true for almost any optional, are repeated in various forms, directly or indirectly, of past years. So if you have solved the past year's papers, especially after 2011 when the new pattern came, उसके question को अगर आप solve कर लें, then you'll be able to solve almost any question, almost 80% of the question, almost any of these questions very well. And it is important therefore to solve all these questions 2011 onwards. How will you do that? Well, you have to brain think. You will have to maybe ask your friends in case there are doubts, because there will be certain questions in which you will be doubtful. There is a group, Google group called Econ Preparation for IAS. Just Google it once. उस ग्रुप में आप बहुत सारे आंसर्स को टाइप कर सकते हैं. कई बार आप क्वेश्चन जो पूछा गया है उसको वर्बटिम गूगल कीजिए एंड ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट if there is any available material on it, if there is any available answer to it online. Sometimes you'll get it that way. InsightsOnIndia.com website पे भी economics से कुछ आंसर है, you might get it over there. एंड लास्टली एक जो चीज़ है वो है कि लास्ट ईयर की एक टॉपर थी तेजस्वी राणा. शी इज हैपेंस टू बी माय सीनियर, रैंक 12 लास्ट टाइम. नाउ शी इज एन IAS ऑफिसर. शी अपलोडेड her solved past year's papers and that is available on my blog Abhijit Sinha upsc.wordpress.com. वहाँ पे मैंने उनके आंसर्स को अपलोड कर दिया है. 2011 ऑनवर्ड से वो आंसर है. आप वहाँ से देख सकते हैं कि क्या सही आंसर है, कैसे आंसर करना चाहिए. एंड फ्रॉम दैट you can find out the answers to all these past 7 or 8 years papers that I'm talking about. So this is the first thing that I wanted to say, that is solving past years papers. The second is writing practice, especially related to diagrams for paper 1. Last time what it so happened that exam के पहले मेरा preparation almost zero था. As I told you, I did not take any coaching, any this, and I had zero writing practice. So by the time I went to my actual exam, even simple questions like the difference between Marshallian and Walrasian, it seemed easy. It's easy to understand. They're not very difficult concepts. But जब वहाँ पे when I started drawing it on the actual paper, I got mixed up. And there were times when my pen completely stopped, unaware, unsure कि how to move ahead from here. So please practice diagrams a lot beforehand. And ये practice कैसे करते रहिएगा? One way is to actually make your own notes for paper 1. Last time I realized I depended a lot on the notes of previous year's toppers like Gaurav sir, and I felt ki I've read all this, I've understood all that, and I'll be able to answer. What I did not realize, as I said, was that I was unable to reciprocate that in the actual exam. इसलिए for economics paper 1, my strong suggestion would be to make your own notes and to practice the diagrams well. And in the process of making notes, in yourself you will realize that there are certain things you are learning new. There are certain things which earlier you are probably not understanding very well. Now you will be able to understand it in a much better way. If कुछ issue हो तो maybe आप Google कर लें. But the important thing is to understand and make your own notes for economics paper 1. As far as notes for paper 2 are considered, आप चाहें तो आप अपना notes बना सकते हैं. But my suggestion would be that I have done the hard work in lieu of you. And you can try and exploit, or you can try and take the advantage of my hard work that I did, and you can try and read from my own notes. It may be a little extensive in data and examples, etc. But believe me, I think they are very important for this exam. For economics paper 2, data and name of economists are two of the most important things. Plus, there's slightly a little academic way of writing, which basically means कि आप keywords वगैरह ये सब लिखें. The third is कि the availability of test series. I did not do any test series last time. I used to treat past year's paper as a test series, and I used to solve each of them every Sunday, just like my senior Tejasvi ma'am did. And I used to treat her answers, the one that I was talking about that I have uploaded on my blog, as the benchmark. And I would compare, or as a model answer, and I would compare my answer with her, and I would try to improvise myself in whatever way I could. For example, I realized that I was a little, I tried to write long answers. If you वहाँ पे Tejasvi ma'am, she used to write very precise and short answers. So this is the kind of thing that you need to learn. And if you treat that as a model answer, you'll be able to improve yourself. इसके अलावा इकोनॉमिक्स में ये ज़रूरी है कि सही क्वेश्चन को चुना जाए, या किसी भी ऑप्शनल में इनफैक्ट ट्रू है कि आपको 8 क्वेश्चन होते हैं and you have to write only 5 questions. And especially for economics paper 2 this time, there were a lot of questions on GST, demonetization, farmer loan waivers, etc. जो GS3 के questions रहते हैं. My personal advice is that these questions should be skipped. You do not really know what an economist's way of thinking is for these questions. The way we will frame answer to these questions will be from the perspective of a civil servant aspirant. What they are likely to expect is more intricacies, more nuances, more economic understanding in it. So my recommendation, I don't know whether it is correct or not, but my recommendation is to skip those questions. Instead, take those questions which are more static in nature, in which you have abundant points, in which you have abundant data, name of economists, etc. rather than answering these questions which are more generalist in nature. And यहाँ पे average marks मिलने के tendency ज़्यादा होते हैं. In the static questions, if you've done it well, you'll get good marks. Similarly, for economics paper 1, Tejasvi advised me that it is better to do those questions which have a lot of graphs in them, which have जिसमें proof पूछा गया है. In those questions, you get it right. And if a question is more theoretical in nature, more philosophical in nature, then try and avoid that question. Lastly, in like any other paper, the most important point is revision. You need to make your notes concise, precise, and so that you can revise it in the last one day that you get before the exam. This is a very important thing. In fact, इस बार एक question जो आया था effective rates of taxation के ऊपर, this was one thing that I had revised that morning itself, and that is why I could answer that question. Otherwise, I would have certainly missed these 10 marker, and I'm sure my rank would have been behind because of that. So revise and make your notes in a manner, or revise so many times, 3 times, 4 times, if necessary more than that, so that on the last day it does not create a problem for you. Finally, economics के लिए it is important कि especially for the interview purpose, because वहाँ पे काफ़ी चीज़ें पूछी जाती हैं, especially for me because I came from a different background and economics was an optional that I took. एक चीज़ हमेशा पूछा जाता था, why economics optional, बाकी economics related बहुत सारे सवाल पूछे जाते थे. So try and be aware about the general things that is going on. Example, the new avenues that are being opened, such as behavioral economics, informational asymmetry, Nobel prizes आजकल कहाँ कहाँ मिल रहे हैं, new Keynesian. हो ये रहा है कि these years, even in the mains paper, there is a tendency to explore these dimensions. कुछ ना कुछ नया आ जा रहा है. So try and be aware about it. Especially Nobel prizes last 5 years, 10 years पे कहाँ कहाँ मिला है. There is a chance कि इस सब से question पूछा जा सकता है in your mains as well as in the interview. And if nothing, it will help you to enrich yourself. Be good economists. So keep practicing, study well, understand the concepts. If need be, Google. If need be, take help. If need be, take help from good maybe from past year toppers, from past year blogs of Gaurav sir, Abhimanyu sir, even my blog Abhijit Sinha upsc.wordpress.com. I have tried to address some of these questions, especially related to economics. You may see that, you may take help of that. And finally, I'll say that if you do well in this paper, you have a chance of getting very good marks. Don't worry about whether your background is different than most other peers or not. I come from engineering background, and I think I did very well in it, or pretty well in it. So don't worry about your background. Don't worry about trivial issues. Just keep working hard, keep practicing hard, and I'm sure if you do that, you'll do that very well. My best wishes are always with you, and I'll consider myself grateful if my talk helps even one of you. So in the end, I'll say best wishes for your exam. Just give your best, and I know you'll do very well in it. Thank you.